Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we will have a look at how to set up everything with PHPStorm. Also, if you like my content, maybe consider subscribing and liking this video to help me making more videos just like this one. This video will go less into detail because it's less pointed into beginners, but more pointed towards people who already know a bit what they're doing. So let's have a look. As an IDE, I will be using PHPStorm. It's an application by JetBrains and they have a whole lot of IDEs, but for me PHPStorm is the perfect fit. Normally it would cost something, of course you can use the 30-day free trial, and normally it would cost about $9 per month, and normally I wouldn't be able to pay that, but luckily I'm a student and JetBrains is so kind to give all the tools for free if you're a student. So under special offers you can see that for students and teachers it's free. You can click on learn more. You have to verify that you actually are a student and you have to upload a kind of like a license or something, and well, that's what I did. Probably you already know you can get all your JetBrains products in the JetBrains toolbox. That's just a small application you have to install, and there you can go ahead and download all the programs you have. I already went ahead and downloaded PHPStorm, and you can just click on it and it will open up just like that. Of course you won't have this project right here, but you will have a screen something like this. If it's the first time you open up PHPStorm, you will probably have to go through a little installation kind of like setup, but that's not really hard. You just have to choose a dark theme or a light theme, and then you just click next. So to create a new project, we can just click on create new project. I want to choose a PHP empty project, and then we can just type a project name. In my case, I will call this Webshop tutorial. Press enter and it will open up. Sometimes you can get a little error down here, and you can also see this in the event log. It maybe says that you have to install the PHP command line tool or something like that. Sometimes you also have to set up a PHP interpreter, and that can be found under settings, language frames and framework, PHP, and there. You can then see which PHP language level you want to have. So I will be choosing 7.4, the newest one. And under command line interpreter, you can choose which one you want to have. I will be choosing 7.46, and that's what I said, you may have to install that. But there are other great tutorials out there on how to set that up. So we can click on apply and OK, and that's everything we have to do. We can see our tree structure right here, and we can right click on our root project and go new and PHP file. So let's just call this index, and it will create this little markup for us. I will just go PHP echo PHP version. Sure. You don't have to know what that means, but we can then click on this little Chrome icon or Firefox if you have Firefox installed, and it should open up our webpage. And we can see we have a 7.4 PHP version. We can connect a database, and for that we have to click on this little plus, then click on data source, and then we can click on MySQL because we want to use a MySQL database. And well, now we have to give it a name. I'll just leave it at localhost. Can also give it a comment. Driver MySQL is fine. Localhost port, everything is fine. And now we have to give it a user and a password. At this stage, you either have to install a separate MySQL server on your machine. On Linux, that's really easy. You can just type apt install MySQL server, or you can use the xampp MySQL server. So for me, I want to use my own MySQL server that's on my local machine and not the one included in xampp. So I will go service MySQL start, press enter, type your sudo password, and there you go. You can check that it's running by just typing MySQL, and probably you will see something like this, and if it found the command, everything is fine. So I already set it up to use a user and a password. I already have a user set up. I can just type the user and the password. I think it's that one. And now we would need a database. So let's create one, shall we? For that we will again need our command line interface right here. In XAMPP you can just go to phpMyAdmin and create a new one. So what you have to do is, maybe you already know that and you can skip a few seconds, but what you have to do is type MySQL, then -u and type in the user you have previously created. If you don't want to use the root user, and then just -password, or just -p. Then enter your password, and there you go. Now you can go ahead and create a new database. For that, as you can already see, you can just type create database and then the name of the database, and then don't forget the semicolon at the end. Now back in PHPStorm, we can just type the name of our database. So Webshop tutorial, and then we can click on test connection, and it will hopefully work. Maybe we have to click on this set time zone, and we want to set this to UTC. That's fine. Yeah, and we can back to general and test the connection, and now it's working perfectly fine. And then we can click on apply, and okay. Then we have this little schema here, right here. There's a little window on database, but this won't be a PHPStorm tutorial. But under schemas, and we have Webshop tutorial, we can create a new table, call this something like test, and we can add columns. Easy as that. Cool. So, and now this tutorial was a bit more rushed, but I hope you still kind of liked it. But again, I'm gonna be using PHPStorm for this series, just because I like the syntax highlighting more, and it's a bit easier to show some things if you don't have to constantly switch windows. But basically you can do everything in PHPStorm as well as an XAMPP and a text editor. I hope you understood everything so far. If not, just ask in the comments below, and either you guys will help each other or I will try to help you as well, and I'm sure we will find a solution. So till then, see you next time.